absolutely no problem with our brothers in the opposition. They have a constitutional responsibility to discharge. Nimesema vile vile kama wanataka tutengeneze ofisi ya leader of opposition kule bunge, niko tayari to fund na serikali ya Kenya. Awe anatoa statement kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni, hii serikali imekosa hapa, hii serikali haijafanya hii serikali imekosa pale, mimi sina problem. Ile tumekataa na hiyo sitakubali kwa vyovyote ni fujo na vita na kuharibu mali na kuchoma mali ya umma na kuharibu biashara ya wananchi.
Ukiwa na nia moja peke yake na useme kama sio hivi nitarudi kwa maandamano, kama unataka kurudi, rudi kesho.
And have the best opportunities to use with the president. On to our next news item. President William Ruto now says he is willing to create and fund the office of the opposition. Speaking on Sunday during a Thanksgiving service in Kandunyi constituency, Bungoma County, Ruto asserted that the opposition must operate within the guidelines on the constitution and that he will offer them a hand in discharging their role. The head of state, however, maintained that he would not allow any form of chaos to be instigated by any leader in the name of opposing the government at the expense of Kenyans. He vowed to protect the lives and property of Kenyans, condemning the anti-government protests which have been staged by the Azimio Umoja coalition. Now, do you agree with that? Is it the best maybe for the president to have agreement and to have a peaceful country to help us work together and achieve more in the country? On to our next news item. The Kenya Defence Forces recruitment has kicked off countrywide. Vice Chief of the Defence Forces, Lieutenant General Jonah Mwangi, launched the nationwide exercise in Nairobi at the Defense Headquarters. The KDF is looking to recruit men and women for a variety of positions including soldiers, sailors, and airmen. The recruitment process is divided into two phases: the preliminary screening and the medical examination.
We've had since 2017 around 80 cases of fraud, and many of these have been investigated. And from our own side, we've had 56 cases being finalized or judgment given, or the outcomes being given. Others are still ongoing because you remember, or you call this a very complex area. It's a crime, and crime takes a lot of time to dispense. But internally, we are as efficient as we could. The other question is about the Shona community. I think the requirements are very, very clear, that you need to come with your ID card, you need to bring with you all those other your academic credentials. If you come and you have been declared a citizen of Kenya, really, I don't think there would be any problem. Yeah.
And get opportunities in that sector. On the next news item, Jasnwat Siksai Rai Kenyan-based business mogul was released on Sunday, August 28th, 2 days after he was abducted at a junction along Wood Avenue in Kilimani on Friday, August 25th. His lawyer, senior counsel Kioko Kilukumi, confirmed Rail's release and said that he was back with his family. However, he did not reveal who the abductors were or why Rai was kidnapped. The police are still investigating the kidnapping. No arrest has been made in the connection with the incident. Now, we hope that we'll have a quick recovery on everything that has been happening and also onto his life. And maybe it is possible to arrest the people who are responsible of that act. On to our next news item. A multi-sectoral medical team will be established to assess the medical records and needs of the 1998 bomb blast survivors. This is according to the Health Cabinet Secretary Susan Nakumicha, who, while appearing before a Senate ad hoc committee pushing for the compensation of the Kenyan victims, said the team will be tasked with coming up with recommendations on how the government can assist the survivors. CS Nakumicha pointed out that the Ministry of Health is currently unable to provide medical assistance to the survivors since there is no formally constituted medical board to renew their medical records. Nakumicha also urged the State Department of Social Protection to identify the vulnerable groups with limited ability to pay for their health care. This, she added, will allow the counties to include them in the subsidized health insurance and under the national scheme through counties.
Happened very quickly. That is when the big blast came. I felt myself in the air, and I couldn't see anything. I couldn't feel anything. I met myself in Kenyatta National Hospital with stitches everywhere. You can see my neck from here up to here. All these stitches. This hand was out. I have cuts all over my body. So I was treated and my hip was broken. And also part of my testicle, one of my testicles was crushed.
It was very, very tough. Very, very tough to having lost your father, the person who has been your breadwinner, the person who has been paying your school fees, the person who has been making sure that you have everything that you need to survive as a family. It was very, very tough. We had to live with the fact that we could not even see his face because of how badly he was mutilated by the blast. I represent all the orphans. We have a group of 100 and above orphans and we are all crying that it is time. 25 years has taken too long. You cannot be saying 25 years, staying 25 years and you've not compensated somebody who has, even if it is an accident outside here, you go through the insurance process and you're compensated.
The government or even the US government had information that an attack would take place. So this is a case of the Kenyan government or state agencies being in dereliction of their duties. They had sufficient information, they had intelligence of a likelihood of an attack, but nothing took place, or no action was taken. The other grievance that they have is that they have never accessed reparation or remedy.
At last, we thank God for the survivors, and we hope that there will be opportunity to help them regarding the medical issue. Thank you so much, and that is all we had for now, my viewers at Science TV. My name is Fidelis Njoki, and the interpreter doing the voicing is Anne Wairimo. Enjoy your lunch, and please do not forget to join the world of sports with Ben. Bye-bye.